Revelio. This place has seen better days. Incendio! Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Revelio. Incendio!
Incendio! Incendio!
That wasn't too hard.
Revelio. Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. That's it. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio! Here. Wingardium Leviosa.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. It's so tricky after all, Merlin.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio.
Lumos.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. There we go.
If you're here for my wedding, I'm afraid...
Revelio.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Revelio.
Thank you again for delivering those potions.
Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
seems a pleasant enough little place.
Ha! Revelio.
All the potions you've brewed.
Brilliant!
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Revelio.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it?
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
This might be enough.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Lodgok. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Oh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Revelio.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of... it inspired... a symbol of reclaiming it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood.
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full... I can only speculate. Let us hope that...
Don't suppose you have any idea what...
Considering a dark witch was involved, the foul creatures...
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
It's sealed.
Lumos.
Moths. Curious.
Revelio.
Merlin's beard.
Lumos. Revelio.
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Confringo. Stay back. Confringo. Incendio. Taylor. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Ha. Accio. Ha. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Ha. 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 Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I need to get that platform closer, but how?
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way.
Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Oh. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Tego. Stupefy. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Tego. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Ha. Revelio. Lumos. Poison. Lumos.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. The dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok.
Revelio.
There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Revelio.
There they are, the Ashwinders.
You will not survive Spilton!
You've made a grave mistake. Incendio!
Revelio.
Incendio!
That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
Rodrigo! You will pay for your deed. What have you done? I'll have to... I know you...
Stop right there!
Expulso!
Oh, what the light go out of your eyes.
Expulso!
Revelio.
Reducto!
Expulso!
Reducto!
Expulso! Expulso! Expulso!
Reducto!
Look what you've done! You pay for that! Expulso! You die for that! Expulso! 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 Now, expulso! Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Expulso! Barely felt anything at all. Stupid! Expulso! That's mine!
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time. I know, I'm not hearing things.
What's that? Better have a look then.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That was a mistake.
You're going to... Oh!
Incendio! Revelio.
Come out before I find you. How unfortunate for you.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Incendio!
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall!
Tego!
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined.
It just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. You did the thieves a service by recovering it.
Oh, then I'm glad to be...
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
My sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies.
Revelio.
Sit there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Careful of the mandrakes.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is...
Revelio.
Hello. Be with you in a bit. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. I'll fix him. That chump.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Balm. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your...
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short...
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous...
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. I'm killing two snitch...
What else is in this?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. Fill your pockets while you're there.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Mr. Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to get him a venomous tentacula.
Revelio.
Hello, Mr. Barnes.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected.
Here's a little something for your neck. Thank you again for your help.
Glad you came.
Revelio.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in a...
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process.
Why does Mrs...
Dot's an ordinary...
Why did Mr...
It's one of a few that I can't imagine what... You're welcome to take...
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Can't imagine how I'd have felt as a kid.
Deke?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave. You can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Professor Onai is so knowledgeable. Huh? Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment. I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning, and you are preparing yourself, even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, channel your magic towards your targets.
I hope Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Excellent. I think you have it. At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test. Outside of the classroom.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Perhaps a hybrid. I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please. Look at that! You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
I bet that's transfiguring.
What in Merlin's name were you thinking?
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. This is hardly the place.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath of...
Well said, Professor.
As I mentioned earlier, Defindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you can...
Did you get your Bisharoo from Piggy? Or did you pick it yourself?
The Pimped Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice arresto momentum. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing. Spell as much as possible. Perhaps before. That's it. Keep it up.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
If you were that good, I can't believe a bit of bad luck could end your entire Quidditch career.
I was excellent. My ability on a broom had nothing to do with what happened. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her. Tell them what she'd done.
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
Well done. You are on your way to mastering Arresto Momentum.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! You'll have to do better than that. Accio! That was sensational! Accio! Yes! How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
More like you underestimated me. That was your mistake.
Fair enough. But a little sporting spirit wouldn't hurt you. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify. I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right, where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Merlin himself would be proud.
You've had too much.
Surprising how many nifflers you could find down there. Mind you, I do have a knack.
Rally the high strength and you can't go wrong. When I stand behind you,
Incendio!
Leviosa!
This is a fast way to get yourself killed, do you know that? Really? Protego! Incendio! I can kill you for this when I get down! So very Cubrigo! Survival! That was a mistake! Incendio! Feel it burning! Cubrigo! Pathetic! Incendio! I hope...
In the flash! Beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you. Perhaps we should work quickly. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso use.
Would you mind talking?
Deke's master was to be used for but Deke is grateful.
Do you have any advice on how...
Levioso is not only help. Try using that spell the next...
What if I can't find any
Beasts won't stray too far from there.
Then I shall go and rescue a job and all. Arrest and memento. There. I'm not going to hurt you. I rescued a job and all.
Deep poachers want them for their feathers.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of. A herd of moon calves. Deke will see you there.
Revelio.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time...
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the Ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Thank you again for delivering those potions.
Nice to see.
Likewise.
I'd like to ask...
What would you like to...
What do you have for sale?
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
I wonder if they'll ever...
Revelio.
Alohomora. Revelio.
You should never have come here.
I know a Merlin.
Show yourself! Protego!
Trite gymnastics won't save you. Nothing more than luck.
My bite is
Incendio!
I've seen Billy.
Fringo!
You'll have to fight eventually.
Protego!
You may want to move.
Hi, I have estimated you.
I'll stab you, little thing. Come back here. Come back here. Never. Admirable trick.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Alohomora. Arresto Memento. I'll look after you. Revelio. Reparo. Incendio. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
What was that? Come. Seems we may have an intruder.
Confringo!
That was surprising.
Fringo.
Deal a bigger blow. Nuisance. That's all you are. Nothing more than luck.
Protego. Confringo.
Spinning around like a baby.
Stupefy.
This ain't right. No. I've seen Billywigs with more sting. Who could?
Now to finish the job.
Revelio. Alohomora. Arrest him, arrest him. Settle yourself, I mean you no harm. This looks intriguing.
Centaurs have never had much use for wizard kind, have they?
Godric Griffin.
You'll enjoy your time in Irondale.
What's that? Who's there? Yeah. What? Someone... I'm a goblin, not a toy!
Sender!
I was right not to be worried about you. Stop it!
Incendio!
Revelio.
Revelio.
It's a good thing we have Oru.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Incendio!
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Revelio!
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. How nice of you to stop by. Stop! I'm afraid of heights! How childish!
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Who's there? Wait a moment. You're so clever.
Ranrock will unite us!
You've made your last mistake. Get away! Robert. Impressed? Put me down! What is happening? No! Shut your arrogance. There you are. I won't rest. Why, one less human to worry about. I will make you pay.
Levioso!
You gave me no choice.
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
When are you going to give up? Fight about when in the
An utterly pitiful despair. You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Put me down at once!
Is that the best you can do?
You've made your last mistake. I won't rest. Someone's here. Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way. You're making this too easy. Incendio! I won't rest.
Your spell's glass.
Best the likes of me. This is almost too easy. Pitiful. Don't do that again, I beg you. I can do this for hours. Almost. You're weak, human. Missed me. You call that spellcasting? Get away! Impressed? Nice try. You almost had a lucky shot. Too slow.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section, with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio. Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Confringo! Lumos, you're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. I'll be in touch.
Revelio.
Till then.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Attention, fellow artists. Another performance, if you would.
Lumos.
You look simply glorious. Let me guess. Yellow.
I'm not going to lose any more.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings!
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, wonderful, truly. If you bring me just a few more.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual... Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade. Oh, my tormentor.
I'll keep an eye out for more...
You are to be commended for your...
Yes, I told you. You're very clever. Clever? How offensive. Next. Fine, a genius. Happy Possibly. Now? But I'll allow your limp vocabulary. This disillusionment charm is superb. I'm stealthy as a demiguise.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. 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 Lumos.